Hello everybody, welcome to part 2 of talking about Columbo. I just want to let you see my view here while I'm walking. I'm walking by our temple. It's hard to see here, the Bountiful Temple. We're walking around. I'm going to have to cut my walk a little bit short because I've got to get back to work, but I thought I would continue talking about Columbo episodes. But one of our favorite scenes, I'm trying to think here. Boy, there's so many. And I was thinking about why we find Columbo so soothing, and I think for me, we've seen it. I swear we've seen upwards of 40 times our favorite episodes. And why do we keep coming back to it? I don't know. Something about part of it's the 70s, part of it is Columbo's character, part of it is the humor. But I love looking at the technology used back then. And for example, I remember that one with the episode with Oscar Werner, where he plays the president of the family electronics business. It's in the gadgetry. That watch he has, that I remember the first time I saw a watch like that, or very similar to it, when they first came out in the early 70s. My cousin Rick, who at the time was a car dealer in Vegas, and he had these fancy watches. We came up to Salt Lake and took us all to a movie, or we went to I don't know, and he's showing us all his watch. It reminded me so much of that episode with look at it, the numbers are displayed like a digital display of the clock, and it plays so big in that episode. Everywhere he goes, he shows the person's. He talks to everybody about what time is it. Kind of shows off his watch, and so many people commented on the watch and about looking at the time. You mean he left the property at 9:15? I mean 9:13, not 9:15, not 9:10, 9:13. Oh, he says yes. He had that watch on, that shows the minutes digitally. But anyways, I remember that. So my heavens. And what else? Let's see. One episode. There's a couple good episodes with Leslie Nielsen in it. One where he plays the CIA guy. We love that episode. And he gets killed very soon into the episode. And then the one where he is dating the rich girl who did she accidentally murder him? No, I don't think she accidentally murdered him. It was made it look like an accident. She murders her brother. He gets off scot-free, but in that episode, Columbo says, "Come on, I'll take you to lunch. I'll take you to lunch. Well, I gotta ask you some questions." And he pulls into a drive-through in California that has car hops. And, "Hey, mister, you forgot to return your tray." And that's another funny thing. Everybody, half of the people seem to have a New York accent in Los Angeles, California. I think it was. But anyways, Columbo's a big spender. Buys him a cheap little hamburger. Reminds me of the hamburgers we had at D's Drive-In in Salt Lake. They were like 15 cents. Maybe they're 20 cents regularly, and you could buy them on sale. $6 for $1 or something. I don't know. The hamburger looked like those D's hamburgers. They tasted good, but there was not much meat on them. tiny little thing. And my daughter loves his Columbo's fascination with chili, and she wants to find out do those beaneries still exist where he goes always has chili wherever he catches them in the Greenleaf when Jack Cassidy plays the criminal, and he's, let's see, there's a couple, a lot of them had to do with writing, but this is where what was I going to say about that? Anyways, I forgot what I was going to say. But we love the cabaret, what's it called? The something of magic, the magic show where Jack Cassidy plays the magician, and we love that episode. We like the one in London where we don't watch that quite as often as the other ones, but we like that one too. We like the episode of the old lady who's write books about murder, and we don't watch it quite as often, but the winery, the guy who has the winery and kills his brother or knocks him out and turns up the heat so high or suffocates him, or no. There's one where she the writer, the old lady, suffocates her nephew, who she suspects, who she thinks killed her aunt that she loved so much. Love that episode. But anyways, what are some other favorite scenes I have to talk about? Let's see. Oh, we love the one with Steven Spielberg, the little boy, the boy genius. I don't know why they chose to put Steven Spielberg instead of Spielberg. They call him Spielberg, but Steven Spielberg, you people who enjoy Columbo probably already know this, but he directed the very first, not the pilots, there's 2 pilots, but the season 1, episode 1, Murder by the Book, I think it's called, about with Jack Cassidy, and kills his writing partner. And I think Steven Spielberg actually directed that one. It's quite well done. We like that one. And Mr. Kensington. And then there was that the toothy girl that gets killed. Well, let's see. Oh, he ends up killing her. Yeah, so he kills his partner. Then to cover it up, she noticed that he was down there, so he had to kill her as well. She's a toothy actress who plays an excellent character, but come to find out, she was murdered in real life in Los Angeles. It was like a double murder. Can't remember if it was ever solved, but she ended up being killed herself a few years later. Man, what a crazy world. So, anyways, yeah, let's see who else. Dick Van Dyke, his episode, we like that one, of course. We love one with Leonard Nimoy, where he plays the doctor. We love that episode. Spock, what's his name? Oh my gosh, he's still alive and 90 something or close to 100. Captain Kirk. What's his real name? Oh my gosh. Anyways, I don't want to take too much time trying to think of it, but we love that episode where he plays a television star and murders his co-producers on his show because she's blackmailing him, and she's taking like 50% of all the money he makes. He has to pay to her, so he decides to kill her. And there are some shows where we go to ourselves. Let's see, we're at 10 minutes right now. Some shows we go. So what was the motive for killing this person? What was some of the ones with really weak motives? It's like, somebody just kind of made me mad, I'm gonna kill him. I don't know. So casual. Trying to think. The motives, very weak motives. The one with the guy from Green Acres, and also Suzanne Plechette in that one. We like that episode. We like what's his name? I always struggle to remember his name. Not Eddie Arnold. Is it Eddie Arnold? No. Eddie Arnold or something Arnold. Oh, Eddie Arnold. Eddie Arnold? No, I think Eddie Arnold's a singer. Eddie Albert. That's Eddie Albert. He is such a good actor. I really like him, and I understand that him and Columbo did not get along at all. I think it was an interview of him where he was talking. Oh no, Suzanne Plechette, who was interviewed, and was talking about that episode and saying how Columbo was just not a very good boy during the scene. He was really nasty to work with on that episode because she liked him personally, but she thought I guess he was negotiating his contract and wanted to direct more, and was kind of upset with the studio. And there are some scenes where they're shown together, when I should actually, the film shot, they're actually shown together, but she said other than those few scenes, they would not be on the set together. They refused to be on the set together. That was disappointing because I don't think of Columbo's. But anyways, and let's see, we like the one about the Italian restaurant is being bribed, and the French guy poisoned with the poison of a fish in the wine. It's a good episode, and as has Columbo's actual wife. I don't know if they were married at the time. I don't think they were married at the time, but later to be wife is in the episode. Let's see what are some of the other episodes. We're getting to 13 minutes. I'll let it go to 15. But something about the reboot when I think in the late 90s or mid 90s or something like that, Columbo had a reboot and came back. I just couldn't get into watching that. I don't know. I just had a different feel. It was more risque, and it seemed like it was trying to be more edgy, and that was just kind of disappointing. Not very different than the 70s. So we never watched those. I gotta think about getting back to work too. So anyways, what else? Yeah, so we've got the original Columbo box set on DVD, but rarely watch it on the DVD. My daughter prefers to stream it so we can watch it sitting on her bed at the with the laptop. So whatever, but she really has an attachment. In fact, another Christmas gift she got me was a cookbook from, I think it was like the criminals of several of the series donated recipes to be included in this cookbook, and I think we've made one of them. Can't remember, but oh, the episode with Janet Leigh, I'll have to admit that when I first saw that, I had to tear up at the end when it was the only time, I think the only episode where Columbo kind of agrees to not convict the murderer because the murderer, Janet Leigh, has got dementia or Alzheimer's and is not expected to live over about a year, not a year, a month from that time. So the closing scene, I for some reason the first time I saw that, it really kind of caught me off guard, and I found myself tearing up, and it was a unique episode. All right, if you like these things, we can talk more about Columbo, but I'm going to sign off and worry about getting home to work. Bye. Thank you for listening.